Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
95.3 The Bear, great lead-in for Lance Hokut, the money man from Lance Hokut Financial Group. You love that, don't you?
Man, and we're trying to keep people from not being broke.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Out of the mouths of babes, that little boy.
That's right. Jaden broke.
Well, we were just talking before we began our segment on the radio about the football games. This is going to be like a Friday night tonight, man, including your Hale County boys taking on Thomasville, I believe.
Yeah, Thomasville's, they're missing a few guys. Their quarterback, namely, and a couple of their other linemen are out with COVID, we hear. So, sometimes, though, that's good. Sometimes it's bad. Whenever you got that second string comes in there on fire. You know what I mean?
Absolutely right. Trying to prove something for sure. So, should be a good game.
A lot of good lineups this week, this Thursday, since our Hurricanes headed this way. Again, 4th time for this area. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. Of course, Louisiana, the target on that, sometime tomorrow afternoon. It looks like Alabama and Ole Miss will go as planned, 5 o'clock kickoff in Oxford. Coach Saban expects it to be wet. In fact, he said yesterday that every play at practice involved a wet football. So they're preparing for the rain we might get in Oxford for the game Saturday afternoon, but they're not going to move the game, it doesn't look like. So that's
I heard you talking about that. You remember the Hurricane Bowl when we had to cancel it, and I had to look that up yesterday. It was like 1988 with Bill Curry and against Texas A&M.
Oh, my goodness, I'd forgotten that. Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane Bowl. I think that's a little weird that we're going to put people, our players, everybody at risk. I mean, you're going into the path of a hurricane. I don't know. I think it's weird. I would wait before we say and start headed to Oxford if I were a fan.
You might want to wait before you head out. Coach Saban said obviously they're waiting for the very latest weather forecast, maybe today, for a final decision, but said it looks like, of course, with a hurricane, things can change, that the most severe weather would pass through in the morning before the 5 p.m. kick, that they might just get some rain, but we will have to see with the forecast today. So.
Yeah, maybe I'm a pessimist, but I don't see the SEC going, hey, guys, we're going to put y'all right in the middle of this thing, even if it was, even if it's on the tail end. Because they still got to get there early. You know what I mean? They're not going to just show up at game time like we do.
They got to travel,
So anyway, I'd hold off on that trip.
Good point. Good advice. It's not all about money.
Wrong.
Sometimes it's just life advice here with Lance.
That's right. Well, it's having a plan. That's all it is. Having a plan, no matter what you're doing. If you fail to plan, guess what? You're planning to fail.
That's
and we want to have some plans, and that's why we are able to move and shake and be able to do things and make it happen.
We have a question that came in this morning, actually, from listener Ray, that I want to share with you, Lance Hokut. Ray is listening right now for your answer. Ray says, and I'll read it like he wrote it, he says, we have some credit card debt with a 21% interest rate. Ouch.
Woo!
Ouch. He said, should we take a balance transfer with 0% interest for 12 months, but a 3% balance transfer fee? Ray, so what do you say to Ray?
Well, your net is going to be less interest, no doubt. I mean, if you're going at a 3%, that's much less than 21. Yeah. Depending on how much they've got, I would almost say, take a look at that. As long as your credit will support it. Now, your lenders, your bankers, your credit union folks, they're going to say, look, if you're constantly swapping these things, that's going to harm your credit. Well, that may be one thing, but I'm looking at cash flow right now, 21% compared to 3. Heck yeah, I would almost say take it and read the fine print, make sure there's not any catch you or I got you. But if I'm going from 21 to 3 on a transfer rate, rock and roll.
That's a good day right there.
That's a good day.
Good day. And avoid like the plague those 21% interest rates that sometimes will sneak up on you.
No kidding. That's tough stuff right there.
Absolutely. Will you be in the house tomorrow? How does it look for you?
My plan is to be in-house tomorrow morning. Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it. It's our Friday thing with Lance Hokut. Q&A, of course, Get Out of Debt Friday. Get those questions to us. Tap that app, 95.3 The Bear, and then we'll feature your question on the radio and get Lance's answer. How can we get in touch with you, man?
You can get in touch with us at lancehokut.com, or you can call us at 205-345-9733. And remember, the Lance Hokut Financial Group is an independent firm. We clear through S.A. Stone Wealth Management. God bless you. We will see you face-to-face, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Lance Hokut, the money man on 95.3 The Bear.